So every day I want to record myself doing a little daily night journal of what's to come. Some of you know that I'm going to be going through surgery pretty soon, within the next couple of days. And I'm super excited and nervous. I feel like as the days go on, I'm going to get more and more nervous till the surgery day. And then even then, I'm going to be extremely nervous and actually quiet, which is opposite of who I really am. So the reason why I wanted to document this was I wanted to see the changes that are going to happen in me, my body, my personality, and a lot of things about me and how things are going to change. So I wanted to do this documentary little by little and how it goes. So yesterday I had my pre-op and we went through all the things that are gonna happen and how my diet's gonna have to change and how my eating is gonna change and kind of what's to expect in surgery. And it's super scary and terrifying too at the same time, but I'm excited. I worked really hard to try to get where I'm at, and my journey, at least this one, started back in May when I took a class that was a very low calorie diet. I was only intaking 800 calories, and yeah, I know that's very little, but I was monitored by a doctor, and so it was okay for me to do it. And I dropped about 50 pounds. Class ended in August and I had to take one more class, which discussed about what's going to happen in surgery and kind of what to expect. So after all that was said and done, January, I want to say like the first week of January, I got the call saying, okay, you got approved and you're going to meet with your surgeon. So around the last week of January, I met the surgeon and he set the date for February 12th. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, it kind of works hand in hand right now with my situation and what's going on in my life. And that's kind of what I wanted to, when I wanted to have the surgery and when I expected to have it. And so I was like, okay, I mean, if I have to be in the hospital for my birthday, at least it's a present to myself. That's how I kept seeing it, and that's how I still am seeing it. Even though I know I'm going to be in bed, in pain, at the end of this journey, or everything that's going to happen, I'll know that I gave myself the best birthday present, which is my health and my life. So that was just this journey. A little back note is like, I've always been the big kid. Ever since I could remember, in elementary school, I mean, I played sports. I did play soccer when I was in elementary, and when I was in middle school, I did play basketball, and when I was in high school, I played 3 years of tennis. So, I mean, I was very active. I mean, obviously I didn't watch what I ate, but I was still really active, and I was still really big and heavy set, but I was very agile, surprisingly. So I just have always struggled with my weight, and you know, going hand in hand with my weight and my self-confidence, you know, believing in myself that I can, you know, be all that I can be or do everything that I can do was very hard, because I just felt like maybe if I was smaller, maybe if I was, you know, this and that it would be better for me. It wasn't until very recently that I really did appreciate who I was, and you know, the personality and my value and my worth. And it took me a while to figure it out. Obviously, it takes a lot of people to figure that out, you know. And so I did figure that out. But as time went on, I was in the gym, I was working out, I was killing it, I'd make gains and moves. I did everything from kickboxing to capoeira and having personal trainers in and out, heavyweight lifting, semi-CrossFit, Olympic lifting. So, you name it, I've done it. And I know I'm very strong right now as it is because of everything that I've done, but I still am where I am. Still heavy set and still a big girl. Well, finally I wanted to change that when I got diagnosed that I had high cholesterol. That was a killer for me because I had never had any issues. And I know in both sides of my family it runs, high cholesterol, diabetes, strokes, high blood pressure, all of that. And I didn't want that. I don't want that for myself. So I made the choice to decide to get something surgical done so that I could help prevent myself from overeating and doing the things that I know are not right. And I know some of you are saying, well, why don't you just control yourself? There's a lot of emotions that go into it as far as like eating and what's good for you, what's not good for you. So I felt that if I just, did this, it's one more step into training myself and thinking a new me. And, believing that, my stomach is now telling me I'm done. I'm really done. That's the part where I think I struggle the most, is where I know what's the amount you should be eating, but my stomach doesn't tell me that because I've stretched it and I've done so much damage to it over the years that this is where it is. So I wanted to take that step and say enough was enough. So on Monday, I go in for surgery. I don't know what time. So I find all of that out on Friday, and I guess every day I will try to post something about my life and how I feel and, watch myself grow. Thanks for listening.